Welcome back to Soulful Connections. We all make mistakes. Some of those mistakes we make on a daily basis, weekly, monthly. Some of the mistakes are between us and another person, a friend, a parent, a colleague, a child. And some of those mistakes are between us and ourselves. And other mistakes are between us and Hashem. Either way, we all make mistakes. It's part of being human. This is how Hashem created us. However, what does Judaism say about rectifying mistakes? Are we given a chance to fix the mistakes that we've done, despite whether those mistakes are deliberate or not? This Thursday night and Friday, we are going to celebrate a minor festival called Pesach Sheni. Now, many people have not heard about Pesach Sheni and what it even means. Well, Pesach Sheni is literally defined as the second Pesach. What is it and where does it come from? So originally, we see that the year after the Jewish people left Egypt, they were commanded to bring a Pesach offering up to Hashem in the Mishkan. Now, this occurred on the 14th of Nisan as a commemoration for the original Pesach. However, during that time, there were many Jews that were unable to bring up a sacrifice to Hashem because they were ritually impure. They had come into contact with a dead body or were in the surroundings of the person that had passed away. Therefore, their spiritual status was one of impurity. So they weren't able to bring up a sacrifice. And they were frustrated by that. So they came up to Moses and Aaron and they said, it's not fair. We are unable to bring up a sacrifice because of something out of our control. This isn't fair. Give us another chance. There must be another time or another day that we can bring this Pesach sacrifice up to Hashem. Give us another chance. Moses and Aaron didn't quite know what to do, so they approached Hashem and they said, there's a group of people that are ritually impure and they aren't able to bring up a Pesach sacrifice, but they'd still love to, so what can we do? And Hashem told them, Moses and Aaron, to communicate the message that it was fine. Let them bring up a Pesach sacrifice exactly 1 month later on the 14th of Iyar. Now, this year, that occurs on Thursday night and Friday. And this is how the festival became established and became known as Pesach Sheni. Now, if we look a little bit deeper, this festival is full of meaning and powerful messages. But perhaps the most powerful message that we can deduce from this festival is the concept of second chances. This group of Jews were not satisfied with the fact that there wasn't a second chance, that they weren't able to bring up the sacrifice. So they made a shturim, they made a big deal. They spoke up and they said, it's not fair, give us a second chance. And they were granted that. Therefore, since that moment on, Pesach Sheni carried the message of second chances. Like I said in the beginning, we all make mistakes. Some of us are aware of those mistakes, and some of those mistakes weigh heavily on us for many years of our life. And some of those mistakes we aren't even aware of that they even existed until someone comes and tells us, this is what happened and I just wanted to let you know. Some of us aren't even aware of the mistakes that we make. But the idea is that Pesach Sheni carries this message of second chances. If there is a mistake that you've made and that weighs heavily on you, now is your chance to rectify it. Pesach Sheni gives us this power and gives us the strength to rectify these mistakes that we may have made. Now, these mistakes can occur between us and another person, between us and ourselves and us and Hashem. Have a think about a mistake that you may have made between any of those areas and think how you can rectify it. Take the action, make a small step to rectifying that mistake, and you will be given the power and the strength to fixing it and to coming out a stronger, better, happier and more complete person. I want to wish you a happy Pesach Sheni, and while we don't sit at a traditional Seder on Thursday night and Friday and celebrate Pesach in the same way, Pesach Sheni in the same way that we celebrate the original Pesach, we still commemorate it by eating matzah and traditionally shmura matzah. So if you don't have shmura matzah available, please contact your local Chabad house. We'd be very happy to provide you with a taste of shmur matzah for you to eat. And this is when the energy of second chances really comes down into our year on Pesach Sheni. Wishing you all good health, happiness, success, and a sense of completion.